But let's carry on with the theme in our Great British Debate this hour. And I'm asking, what do you think? Should they have their titles stripped? Backbench MPs, including Bob Seeley, have called for Harry and Meghan to be stripped of their royal titles. Now, that's following the release of their controversial documentary. Now, the couple have actually been accused of attacking the royal family, the press and the great British public. If you've had a look at that, you might actually agree that I think they did. The Isle of Wight MP has said that this has now become a political issue and is looking to bring in legislation that could see their titles removed. But Prime Minister Rishi Sunak did not back this. Meanwhile, an MP of one of the Sussex constituencies, Tim Loughton, claims it's time to take the titles back due to their lack of respect. And that is all as Employment Minister Guy Opperman said that he would boycott the Nexus series that is reportedly going to earn the couple more than 80 million quid. So what do you think? Should we remove their titles? Do they deserve to lose them? Or should they be just left to their own devices? So for the Great British Debate this hour, that is the question. What do you think? I'm joined now by Royal Butler Grant Harrell, political commentator Reem Ibrahim, reality TV star and commentator Narinder Kaur, and Royal Insider and socialite Lady Victoria Hervey. Right, so Lady Victoria, I'm going to start with you. I mean, I'm presuming everyone here watched this thing, right? We all watched it.
Yeah.
Lady Victoria, what do you think? What was your first thoughts of this?
Well, my thought was, I mean, yeah, completely disrespectful, obviously. I think as far as taking their titles away, look, with Prince Harry, he was born Prince Harry. I don't think you can take that title away from him. I think you can take the Duke and Duchess title from them because ever since they've been married, obviously, like, it's just complete disrespectful, like every single thing they've done. But for him being Prince Harry, that is his name that he was born with. So I don't think they could ever possibly strip him of that, but take the Duke and Duchess away, and they should not be able to use their name in public for any engagements, anything.
But then there'll be Prince and Princess. Look, what do you think?
No, she's never going to be a princess.
She'll never be a princess. So if they take away the titles, then Prince Harry will remain Prince Harry and she'll just be Meghan Markle.
Yeah, but he won't be able to do any of what he's doing right now with his name.
OK. Well,
I feel bad for the children, though, because I think the kids, you know, his children, when they grow up, you know, they're going to probably lose whichever titles that they were originally going to inherit, I imagine. But
Meghan did say that she wants them to be normal people. She doesn't want them to have titles.
Right, but she said that, and then of course she wanted that, right? Didn't she say, they weren't given Prince and Princess when they were little, and that's because of, you know, I'm half black and that whole debate. So
let me bring Narinder Kaur in.
Yeah.
Narinder, what's your thoughts?
Hey, Nana. Hey, Victoria. I think everyone, including Andrew and Lizzie, sorry, Andrew and Lizzie, you all sound positively mad. You all sound deluded. I don't know which part of that documentary you watched and didn't see what I saw, which was a tormented couple who experienced so much racism. Why the hell should their titles be taken off them? If you're going to take theirs, please let's take Prince Andrew's title off them as well. Because I think Prince Andrew is a topic no one seems to want to talk about.
Well, actually...
It's actually totally innocent. Let's not even talk about that right now.
Well, his allegations haven't been...
Linda, you don't know what I know, so...
His allegations haven't... No, hold on, Narinder. But his allegations haven't been verified, so we can't...
It's very different.
Let's bring in Grant Howard. Let's bring in Grant Howard. Let's bring in Grant Howard.
Hello, Nana.
Yeah, go on. What do you think? Hurry up.
I think it's a difficult one because obviously the title was given by the Queen, and as Victoria's mentioned, the title can't just be taken away. They can, I mean, of course it's possible to take Duke and Duchess away, but she would still, through marriage, she's still Princess Henry of Wales, and she'll probably use that as a title if it came to it. So I don't think it's going to really resolve the issue, but I agree, the documentary, I've watched it, and it's not great. I mean, it sounds obvious. I'm glad the Queen's not here to see that documentary because it probably would break her heart. And who knows? I mean, I just don't think she would have, if she was here today, I don't think she would take those titles away. But it's a tricky one. I just feel sorry for the family.
Well, let's bring in Reem Ibrahim. Reem, what do you think? What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I am sick to the death of hearing about unconscious bias and this idea that we have to continue to look back into the past. And Meghan's sort of conversation, I think, about colonialism and her entire point about sort of referring back to the past and being uncomfortable past. We know what happened. We've moved on. Clearly, she thinks that she's sort of importing the American sort of political dynamic around racism to the UK, and it's just not acceptable. She's accused the royal family of racism. None of those claims seem to have been founded, and I think it's quite frankly stupid.
Well, Narinder, you're shaking your head.
Social media, and she accused the media. She didn't accuse the royal family at all of racism.
Yes, she did.
You need to be clear. You are lying.
No, that's not.
Changing the narrative.
Narinder. She did actually say that somebody in the royal household made comments about Archie's skin. I mean,
Not in
so
this
she's accusing. That was in the Oprah interview, though.
That was Harry. Let's keep this correct.
Well, Meghan agreed,
and if there is racism, it needs to be exposed.
Yeah, but
why are you also deluded?
Well, you may say that, but I didn't see it, and I what they're saying, I don't think there's anything particularly racist about.
It's an uncomfortable truth.
Sorry, can I finish? I don't think there's
anything.
I don't think there's anything particularly racist about wondering how dark a child's skin will be. My son is called Ivory, and we were all laughing because we thought, God, what if he turns out really dark? Ivory is like a very light colour. We had to change it to ebony.
In the documentary himself, that they were having
Lady Victoria,
Lady
Victoria, what do you think? Lady Victoria, what do you think? Lady Victoria, what do you think?
Part?
Well, what Narinda's saying. I mean, she's saying that there was nothing racist in there.
I mean, look, there was definitely connotations of racism that both Harry and Meghan were talking about. I think it will be interesting seeing the second part of this series. I feel like we're going to get more than we did in the first one. Yes, it could have been almost a little bit worse, but the way Meghan, makes fun of the Queen, and it's just like very unsavory.
Make fun of herself, Victoria.
Well, what about?
She did make fun of the Queen.
She did.
And
You watched a different show than I did, obviously.
Courtesy. It's just silly. She's just saying it's silly about herself. She didn't mock the Queen. Please,
well, a lot of people.
She mocked. She did.
Narinder, a lot of people have taken that badly. Grant, what do you think? I mean, you saw the curtsy. Would you say that was pretty distasteful?
Yeah, I mean, when I saw it at the time and she brought it up, I just thought, I can't believe what I'm kind of hearing and seeing. The whole thing, I just don't understand why they've done the documentary. I mean, I get that they've got a story they want to tell. I just don't get it. It's just not a thing that royals do. They never have done, and they shouldn't do. And originally, I think when they were going to step back from royal duties, I just assumed they would do their own thing. I still think they were going to do things in the media because obviously they are non-working royals, celebrity royals, as I call them. But I think these kind of things they're doing, I just feel sorry because they had such a good relationship with the family, and I just don't see how they're going to get that back. I really don't.
Let's
go to Reem. We'll go to Reem.
All of them have done interviews. What's wrong with Harry and Meghan doing? Andrew's doing an interview.
I think the primary issue here is that sort of we can't get rid of their titles unless we do it through an act of Parliament. And the issue is the hypocrisy behind their entire idea around, we want to have a private life, we want to have our children to have a normal life in the US, and they come out with a documentary. That's not how you have a private life. Honestly, I couldn't care less what they do with their lives, but stop standing with the royal family and stop trying to give the Queen a bad name.